Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today sorry, I'm a little discombobulated. It is almost half an hour, or it is half an hour after the time I was supposed to be on. I was rewatching my last episode and apparently the sound of my own voice is capable of putting me to sleep. Um So you do all have my most sincere apologies. I was actually, like I said, I was rewatching my last episode, and I had gotten to the point where I'd almost started this mission. That's where I was at. There he is. Yes, hi, Frank. And again, you have my most sincere apologies. I am so sorry for starting this episode again 30 minutes late. Um, oh man, I literally just woke up too. That was not my intention. I had posted my 1 hour notice, and I was in the process of rewatching my last episode. Yes, I do plan on staying at least an extra half hour to make it up to you guys, at a minimum. Gemini is actually at work tonight, so maybe we'll go an extra hour. But beyond that, I can't promise. We'll have to see how that goes. So I do remember a little bit, even though I slept through the end of last episode. We were trying to keep Tsubasa safe because Tsubasa has an open core and it would take barely a PPC to finish him off. We're going to go ahead and move him out of sight there. Closer. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a wreck here. This is not an active unit. Yes, this is the wreck of a leopard. We were, if I recall, just trying to pick up some extra salvage from these guys over here. Let's see, we don't have the height to get onto this level 9 hex right here. We don't actually have the height to get onto this level 6 hex either. What we did have was a couple of archers. Let me... Settings, filters, edit, noise suppression. Let's take that up to -60. See if that helps. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Or maybe we need to increase our gate as well. Noise gate, open threshold, let's make that -30. Okay, well now at least you should only be able to hear the AC running while I'm speaking and not like during the dead moments in between. Have slow to move there. Have Ash up to there, I think, and maybe next turn we'll be close enough to do something good. This enforcer that needs to stay alive can go ahead and hop here. There we go. These are all level 6 hills? Jeez. Alright, well, we'll jump to there. Double whammy. Up to there. And Shogun will stand still to get the best possible check on that archer, which has fallen and taken 7 damage to the back and blacked out. That's archer number 82, which is I guess not the one. Okay, so this immobile prone archer is 82. The other one is 84. Let's go ahead and I think we'll have Berlone go for the headshot on the prone stalker 4P on 9s, and with any luck, 9s and 11s, we might get a good kill on that. Just grant Hauser precise shot and completely forgiven. I'm afraid it doesn't work like that, considering that he already has like the most powerful SPA in the game given the mech that he's in. It's a headshot or a body shot. We'll take the body shot, I guess. Do we try to decapitate this other archer? Are we just going for salvage? Yeah, let's try and decapitate this archer. 5 with an LRM 15 at a range of 1. Oh man, that immobile modifier is just absolutely insane. I couldn't headshot anything or even hit much. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not in the best position for taking advantage of all of these unconscious pilots. You're kind of on the other side of this hill here, and for that I apologize. If I'd known beforehand where the best place to put you was, I would have put you there. You have my assurance of that. And let's just try and annihilate this other archer. Go up to 20 heat? We'll go up to 20 heat. This is gonna be the last round anyway. Alright, the Locust lands a machine gun on the Warhammer's right leg, down to 4 armor there. The Warhammer missing on all of the 9s, landing an 11 to the head of the Stalker, giving Jason Sanchez his 5th hit. He's not going to wake up, because at 5 hits you need an 11 or better to wake up. So we're going to go ahead and claim that Stalker as salvage. The Cronus misses the Orion at the Archer, lands the autocannon on the head, destroying it completely. Medium laser to the right arm, small laser to the head, LRMs to the left torso rear, critting out one of his LRM launchers, SRMs to the left torso and right leg. The Archer 2K missing the Marauder because he's prone, largely. See, everyone else is doing headshots. I apologize. If I could have you in a better position, I would. Trust me. The Marauder 5A, landing medium pulse laser to the Archer's right leg, left arm, right torso, critting on his LRMs. Left torso and right torso, critting on his ammo, causing him 2 damage. He doesn't go unconscious until he ejects, at which point the unit is destroyed. And then SRMs just all over the place, including the head. Just so many SRMs. So many SRMs. But he's already ejected, so it's all kind of wasted. this locust is prone but not out, so we'll go ahead and kick him on a 2. The stalker we've already claimed as salvage. We kicked the locust in the right torso, blowing off his right arm and transferring into the center torso, but not quite getting the kill. This is the heat phase, which is the last phase of the round, so it's our last chance to declare victory before more artillery falls, which it is set to land on top of us, so let's go ahead and do that. Save the salvage, yes, always. Yes, we did control the battlefield. The blackjack is crippled. That doesn't look crippled to me, but what do I know? Yes, the center torso is exposed, the left arm is exposed, but none of the important stuff has been damaged, except for a crit on the engine and the gyro. I forgot about the gyro hit. Yeah, I guess that counts as crippled. Warhammer 6ML almost lost its right arm, but other than that, it's all just armor damage. Everyone else seems to be in pretty good shape. Tsubasa took a hit from falling, if I recall. Alright, let's go ahead and salvage the Stalker. 4P is a 75-tonner. We'll go ahead and, actually, this Locust is missing a leg, so we can go ahead and claim that as salvage as well. Can we salvage the Leopard? Oh, that's gonna put us over the top, though. And then the Archer with the head blown off. Good for parts, if nothing else. And honestly, considering that we already have so many Archers in our hangar, it probably will just be parts. But that Leopard is almost 71 million C-bills is going to be a significant chunk of salvage that we're leaving on the table, which is gonna, since it's going to fall into the 30% that we're not claiming, is going to really improve the amount of salvage that we can get for the rest of the contract. Let's see, we captured Ina Thomason from the Leopard. And it looks like nobody else. So we've got a vessel crew member, it looks like. The Stalker 4P was crippled but not actually killed. The Locust, honestly don't remember. That was... The most recent notes that I have say the Hoser killed the Locust, but I believe that was a different Locust. This one I want to say was killed by Scarponi, but I'm not sure. So, and again, if I had not slept through the end of last episode, maybe I would know, but I didn't take any notes as to who legged the Locust, unless you remember. But in lieu of any other information, I'm going to go ahead and mark that as not killed by us. We did preserve the Enforcer. I wish that would be green. But other than that, we did accomplish all of our objectives. You got the Locust. Is that the same Locust from my notes? I want to say those notes are from the week before last. We've got NPC Nairn Limbrick got the Archer. We've got Stiletto got the Leopard. Tentacle Shogun got the Archer. You pulling my leg, or are you for real? I'm pretty sure you were not in position to take that Locust down. You're pulling my leg. I'm sure you're pulling my leg. Those notes are old. We'll go ahead. I don't know if it'll actually make a difference, but we'll change this. There we go. Alright, That was absolutely a victory. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a prior battle. Let's see. So we've got nothing else on the docket. Tsubasa needs to go in the infirmary under the care of Delphine Chocolates. Repair bay. Okay, so the blackjack needs to be in the transport bay. Actually, it might be easier to do that from the hangar. Go to status, site. Hermes is in mothballs, so it won't let us change that. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so the blackjack with the busted center torso. We don't actually need a veteran working on that center torso. We'll have MekHQ to spend 270 minutes on that. And that's all we need to spend on that because it's such an easy fix. The engine, we're going to go ahead and need to spend 400 minutes on for a regular. And a Seto, I guess, can do that. The gyro is going to be a bit more involved. Gyros are very difficult to fix. Also very expensive if you fail to fix them. So we'll have Fred Modry do that on a 4 and fail, but at least he got some XP out of it. We'll have Loney take a crack at it and fix it. Let's see, 3 for a regular is a bit excessive. We'll go ahead and drop that down to 4. And then after that, it's all just armor. Dion can do that. Veronica knocked out that in a couple of attempts. Susan can knock out some more armor. And that leaves us the blackjack finished. Let's see, the Orion just needs some reloading. Looks like Denise is our only green tech with any time for today. Let's see, the Cronus just needs some armor and reloading. 120 minutes, 120 minutes. That's a match. Susan can go ahead and knock those out as well. Let's see, the Warhammer with a damaged arm. We'll go ahead and have B knock that out real quick. And we'll have Chris knock out these little jobs because why not? I don't think we're going to have any other major repairs that need her attention today. Oh, 5 minutes. I did not calculate that one right. Denise can reload the Marauder, and then we'll have Chris go back and do the rest of this armor. Okay, so the Warhammer is being worked on. The Quick Draw needs some armor as well. Oh, Chris is almost out of time already. That didn't take long. We'll have Penny finish up the rest of that. That's going to be a tomorrow job. So the only things left are going to be this Archer, the Locust, and the Stalker. Do we want to go ahead and just tear this Archer apart? I don't think we need another Archer. Given that we already have 3 of them, and one of them in mothballs. Or we have yeah, we've got the Wyvern, we've got the Ash, we've got the Mark III and Mothballs, and another 2R I think is a bit excessive. So we'll go ahead and tear this one apart for the XP. After we fix the components that need to be fixed. So that'll be a tomorrow job. Yeah, I want someone with at least 240 minutes working on that so they can spend 240 minutes today and 480 minutes tomorrow. So we'll have that started. And the leg we might have to amputate. We'll see, we'll see. We'll go ahead and repair that leg while it's still attached, and then we'll see from there. And then we'll put it in salvage mode tomorrow. The Locust we might as well keep intact because eventually we might end up using it for something. We'll have Chris knock out these quick armor jobs. We'll have Guillaume work on this one. Kai can salvage that, needs a 6, gets a 6. And we'll have him salvage the actuator as well. Replace right torso, that's going to be a bigger job. We'll hold off on that, and the leg as well. And the Stalker, literally just armor damage except for that foot actuator. Yeah, that'll make a nice addition to our hangar. As soon as we can have someone fix that actuator and replace this heatsink. I said someone can replace that heatsink. That right leg down to 70% or thereabouts. That battle ended pretty quickly with a couple of nice shots. That was good for us, yeah. Yeah, this was, that battle with the dropship could have gone either way. If we had surrounded that dropship, things could have gone very badly. But I think since it was grounded and not mobile, that really made it a lot easier to engage. I'm sorry if I didn't respond to that comment in a timely manner. I was a little absorbed. We'll have B doing this and that. Sosik can do that. 6. And on a 6. Alright, so that should be... Alright, the archer's going to get torn apart, so there's no reason to replace all this armor, or the head. Let's see, the Locust needs a leg and a torso, but we'll hold off on that. Repair, replace, being worked on. Okay. And I think we're ready to advance the day as soon as we... is that a general? Tech crew. The Locust, we need to set some extra time. Thinking times 4. We'll have Big do that. This one's just going straight into mothballs, so we'll have Daniel do that. That should be... The archer doesn't need a tech crew. Oh, this in purple means it's still in transit. Yes, I really wish to advance the day. Corporal Rimpie Bean performs maintenance on the Sholigar. And things are looking alright there. Veronica Hurst performs maintenance on the Dig King. Armor quality went down. Armor went up. Oh no, the left arm went up. And the upper arm actuator went up. So net gain, but not as much as I would like. Where is the Dig King? There it is. And we set maybe a ×4 maintenance and a regular tech. And a Seto, I think, can handle that. And that should start improving in quality rather rapidly at that modifier. Failed to fix the armor on the Blackjack, failed to fix the armor on the Archer, failed to fix the armor on the Warhammer. Fixed the right leg on the Stalker. Okay, so we failed to fix all of the armor, but we didn't lose any armor. But the important stuff all got fixed. The right leg, the left torso, and the right leg of the Archer all got fixed. The Mackie customization is going to be almost another 100 days. The guillotine is going to be about a third of that. Atlas in 6,000 minutes. The Locust has been mothballed. The Dragon has been mothballed. The Phoenix Hawk has been mothballed. And everything else is just a list of things that we can't get in contract and things that we can't get a hold of just yet. Okay, so this Archer, which now that it doesn't have any damaged parts, we can go ahead and swap that to salvage mode. This Locust still needs a leg and a torso, which will have chrysanthemum work on that. Should have had her do the torso first, so we can start getting the leg on next, or the arm on next. We'll have Fred Modry on a 58% roll. Get that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start salvaging this Archer real quick. Shasa can start on that armor. We are not doing good taking the armor off of this this Archer. Taking us multiple attempts. See, the actuators I don't need to spend that much time on, but everything else I'd like to move to ×4 time. The medium laser and whatnot can all be done by regulars. LRM-20 by B. LRM-20 bins. We actually don't need to spend 480 minutes on those. Go ahead and do 2 of those per day per tech. We'll have Anacito fail to salvage that LRM bin. Vernita can work on that and fail that as well. Oh, I realized that wasn't a bin. Halima can start on that one. Anacito can work on that one. A couple of medium lasers, and we've got no one with full time to do that. The death of an Archer. Yeah, well, we've managed to get some of all the armor off of it and a couple of actuators and some of its weapons, but this is going to be a multi-day project. We'll have some of our techs gain some XP by pulling these actuators out. Oh, man. So it's going to be stuck with an arm, a leg, and a torso. question is, do we leave it stuck with an arm, a leg, and a torso, or do we scrap those components and take the parts from it? McGorilla, hey, finally made it online. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I was about half an hour late getting on today. Yeah, long story. It's not actually, but it's easier than explaining it. The Locust is being worked on. Blackjack just needs some armor. We'll have Susan do that and gain an XP doing it. We'll have Sergeant Penny Gilmore do that. We've got Penny doing that as well. Alright, and gained 2 XP. One for her 20th job and one for rolling a 12. So just a couple of salvage mechs left to work on. Let's go ahead, set all of these to ×4. Now that LRM-20 ammo bin, the arm actuator and the leg actuator. If we want to maximize our profits from this mech, we'll hold off on salvaging the arm, the leg, and the torso. That looks like the left arm upper actuator and the left torso ammo bin. So yeah, that works. We'll go ahead and tear off the right arm. Have Lonnie do that, and the right leg. I guess we can have Penny work on that as well. And then from there we can move into tomorrow. I'll go ahead and pull these medium lasers out. The engine and the gyro, I want to wait until I've got a little more time for that. Assume we kicked ass in the last mission? Yeah, if you saw last week's episode, you basically saw the entire mission. I just spent one more turn cleaning up and destroying enemy mechs for salvage. But yeah, if you saw the dropship go down, then you saw pretty much all there was to that mission. But yeah, we did kick ass. The only thing was that Tsubasa's Blackjack took some center torso damage and needed some repairs to the gyro and engine. Other than that, all the repairs got finished before we even finished salvaging the mechs that we collected from that job. Man, we've got so many mechs and mothballs. It's kind of sickening, actually. We can go ahead and advance to Sunday. Sadly, no. No one got 3 kills that mission. Would have been nice. Oh, let me check the command center, see what happened here. The Stuka got some maintenance. That went pretty well. We've gotten a head. I believe that was a 60-ton head that we had ordered for the Dragon. Fred Modry attempted to replace the right torso on the Locust, and we lost a 20-ton right torso because he rolled snake eyes. I was a little worried last week, but the opening shots were pretty impressive. Yeah, last week that dropship that could have been a very swingy mission. That could have gone either horribly for us or horribly against us, and it went horribly for us. So I'm really happy with that. But yeah, if things had gone differently, that dropship would have absolutely wrecked us. Especially with that lance of mechs in reinforcements for it. Let's see, we replaced the leg on the Locust, we salvaged the leg on the Archer, and both of those were worth XP. Those medium lasers are going to be a little bit longer. Bicknock, I know, is doing maintenance. Sosik, I believe, is also doing maintenance. On just the Stalker, it looks like, for 360 minutes. So yeah, those medium lasers are going to be a couple more days. Mackie refit's going to be a while. Guillotine's still going to be a while. The Alice is Still gonna be, what, about 13 days? We can have Malika salvaging the gyro. We can have a regular B salvaging the engine, because that's going to be a 3-day job. I want someone who's full-time doing that. And then the right torso, we'll have Kazuko do that. And fail, surprisingly enough, we'll have Susan come along and do it on a 3 or better. The Locust just needs some armor on the left leg. A couple of other things, like the heat sink that was in that leg, I believe. We'll go ahead and do that on a 5. Let's see, we've got a couple of actuators that need replacing. We'll have Monroe do those, hopefully. We'll have Halima replace the heatsink. Oh, Halima used an edge to replace that heatsink, because otherwise it would have been destroyed. Not that I'm really worried about a heatsink. I'd honestly rather have the edge still. Heatsinks are, standard heatsinks at least, are a dime a dozen at this point in time. Alright, so the engine's going to be a couple days, the gyro's going to be another day, the medium lasers are both going to be another couple of days. Going into Monday. Personnel market has been updated. We've got a mech warrior who brings a wasp with him, which we're not interested in. We got the right torso on the Locust, so we can put that in mothballs soon enough. Failed to salvage the medium laser on the Archer. Man, we are just not doing a good job of taking that Archer apart. We did get the gyro out of it, at least. Yeah, this Archer, we're gonna end up selling half of the chassis. We're not going to be able to get the left torso, the left arm, or the left leg off of it, because we've screwed up so badly on the actuators and the LRM ammo bin. Or we could scrap these parts and take the torso, the arm, and the leg. I know the ammo bin only has the value of the missiles in it, which is only 4 shots. Maybe we'll go ahead and scrap that. We'll scrap the upper arm actuator. And then we can scrap or salvage the left arm. Have Oliver do that, and then from there we can get the left torso off. The left leg, yeah, let's go ahead and scrap this actuator. I know it's going to be value that we could have sold it for, but we're going to sell the center torso anyway, so there's no reason to scrap the medium laser, because that just adds to the sell value. But we're going to get the torso and the other medium laser out of it first, hopefully. We'll have Chris put the right arm back on it, because she's the only one who can do it on a 4, and that'll even still take her a day and a half. Yes. Alright. So we got the right arm back on the Locust, needed a 4, got an 8. The medium laser out of the Archer is going to be another day or 2. We got the engine out of the Archer. That's pretty valuable. Mackie Guillotine Archer or Atlas, gonna be a while yet. Okay, so we should have the medium laser out of that, and let me just double check. Oh, we do have another grounded dropship mission slated for tomorrow. That is an interesting turn of the random number generator. liaison, so we're gonna have an attached ally that we need to keep alive, and it's a wasp. Oh, that's that's unlucky. Let's see. The enemy dropship doesn't want to tell me. The primary op for is 2 panthers, 3 panthers, a wasp, a locust, and a couple of tanks. Sorry, 4 panthers, a wasp, a locust, and a couple tanks. And we do have allied artillery on our side. And supposedly this mission was generated for our artillery vehicles, Lance, which is why the Op4 is such a small force. I just accidentally right-clicking. I don't mean to do that. However, we're not going to leave our artillery vehicles undefended, so we will be deploying a lance to take on these lights and tanks. And I'm thinking that'll be probably our smallest lance, which 10,000, 11,000, 7,000. That's going to be Galatea Lance. Again, I guess. That's going to be a turkey shoot. And that mission is going to happen tomorrow. Alright, destroy grounded dropship is today, again. We did get the medium laser out of the archer, which means that it should just be... Yeah, it is literally just a center torso and a laser at this point, so we can go ahead and sell that. For... what's the value on that? 48,000. Most of that's going to be the laser. Okay, so the archer has been removed from the unit roster. Scrap metal? Yeah, and a laser. Let's see, we're sorted by name, and then by weight, and then by type. I'll set this back to general. Personnel by XP, and then skill level, and then role. Hostile force detected, an enemy ground ship, or an enemy ground ship, a grounded enemy dropship, which we are going to assign Galatea Lance to. Okay, we'll commit to that. And then, you know what, just for kicks, do we want to include our artillery vehicle Lance in this battle? Have more artillery than anything else in this fight. We've already got the artillery base artillery pieces involved, so let's go ahead and maybe not include that, because that's going to slow things down considerably. Especially considering it doesn't appear that there is going to be a dropship. There's not one listed, it has no battle value, it has no unit, so this could be interesting. We do have one dropship that's going to be calm, clear weather, or not calm, but clear weather with a light gale, which is going to inhibit missiles. Galatea Lance is not super missile reliant, except for the Marauder. And yeah, there does not appear to be an enemy dropship on this grounded dropship mission. It appears to be just a light lance against us. Do we add a dropship? I'm thinking we can add a dropship and be okay. Add a combat unit. How about a leopard? dropship. The dropship might be destroyed, in which case the mission is kind of moot already. Let's add the smallest dropship that we can from, or maybe not, Monarch with 160 armor, 6 structural integrity, and it looks like no guns. No. How about a manatee, a cargo manatee with also no guns? Behemoth? Or, as I understand, it's pronounced in British, Behemoth. It does have a couple laser bays on each side and one in the aft, but nothing in the nose. Yeah, let's go ahead and just we'll give them a dropship just to keep things kind of fair and interesting. And who knows, we might be able to salvage a Behemoth. So it's going to be our 4 heavy mechs against their 4, 5, 6 light mechs and a couple of tanks. This should be a cakewalk. Let's see, this Panther has a 3-5, this Locust has a 3-4. Didn't mean to right click. All of our people have edge and all kinds of good stuff. Alright. Yeah, let's yes, Nelly. Oh heck, I think Dottie might still be outside. Should check on her. Oh, I also forgot to use my rerolls, but no. Oh. Okay, so we're deploying around the edge. This is an interesting map to be deploying on the edge of. Can you guys give me just 1 second? I need to check on my cat who's been outside for over an hour. Okay, either I let her in earlier and forgot about it, or she's outside and nowhere to be found. Either way. So I don't know if there's anywhere for a dropship to deploy on this map. This is... There's like a sinkhole of water, and it's all depth 1 water, so it's not like the water gets deeper as you move towards the center. Hey, Boat Fricker, how's it going? Glad you could join us. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting map. We'll have Tentacle Shogun take the lead. We'll have Berlone, Scarponi, maybe on this side. Have the Orion on this side. The quick draw with jump jets can really deploy anywhere. I'm assuming the jump jets are all in the torso, but let me double check. Yeah. Maybe Hilla. The Galleon and the Scimitar are in depth 1 water. I don't know if... Oh, that's depth 0 water. That's interesting. That's... Is this all depth 0 water? So it's technically water, but it's not even waist deep. And then the Wasp... Wasp will deploy over here, where there's no chance at all of it getting any damage, as that Wasp cannot afford any damage. Overheating. depth 0 water is only like ankle deep, so that's actually not going to have an effect on heat levels. And if I'm not mistaken, it's not going to have any effect actually on movement either. Yeah, we can even run in the turn that we enter depth 0 water. This is going to be... Well, I guess we're not actually going to be fighting a dropship this... I mean, I had planned on attacking a dropship in this, but it's not going to happen. Because there's nowhere for it to deploy, it looks like. No, he sees and was just cooking. Oh, you're overheating. I see. Uh, we'll have Tentacle Shogun sprint so he can go ahead and get in close. Yeah, if you were cooking in a kitchen with no air conditioning, then I feel for you. Especially if your climate is anywhere near what it is for me and Varank. Mammoth loses elevate. Oh, is it in flight? Where is it? Oh, this is gonna be kind of a weird mission. Oh, sprinted. Bother. So we've got 9s on the Locust. We'll go ahead and make that a 9 and an 8. By swapping ammo to cluster, maybe we'll get a hit, maybe we'll glance, we don't know. Chances are we'll glance. There's a Panther taking a shot at this Wasp, which is no bueno. It's 77 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not bad. It's been over 100 the last a couple times this week where I'm at. 77 is still pretty warm. I wouldn't want to cook in a kitchen with no AC at that temperature. I'm just saying it could be worse. 103 here, yeah. It was over 100. What was it like? Oh, next Monday? Is that what they're saying? Because I'm pretty sure it's been over 100 a couple times this week. Let's see if we can sync the scimitar. Oh. Yeah, it looks like the large is going to be the only thing we've got a chance of hitting with. Michigan, when I've been to Panama and 100% humidity before. Yeah, I feel that. Not too long ago, I lived in Houston, so 100% humidity was pretty common there. 100 degrees, 100%. It's gross. It's just not a good time. We got 9s on the scimitar. And we'll throw in some 11s because why not? Alright, Panther misses the Wasp on a 10. He needs a 10, gets an 8. Scimitar on 9s and 11s misses the Warhammer. The Locust on 6s hits the Marauder in the right leg and the left arm. Glancing blow on the left arm for 1 damage. Oh man, that's such a good perk. Orion glancing off the Locust, getting SRM hits to the left torso and the center torso. Panther missing on a 10, Wasp missing on 12s, Panther missing on an 11 and a 12, Quick Draw missing on an 11, the Warhammer landing a PPC on the Scimitar's turret, leaving it with 11 armor. But otherwise, not a lot going on. The Locust kicking Scarponi's Marauder in the left leg for 4 damage and threatening to knock him down, but no dice. The city should not exist. It is a monument to man's arrogance. What city is that in reference to? Is that Panama or Houston or something else? That sounds like a fictional quote. Phoenix. That checks out. That definitely checks out. It's from King of the Hill. This city should not exist. It is a monument to man's arrogance. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, oh, my apologies. The loans in the Warhammer. I'd forgotten. Thanks for straightening me out on that. I'm used to, what was it? Not the 5A. It was a different Marauder. Computer chair is pleather. Ooh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's got to be a sticky, messy situation. Upgraded Marauder 2. The other, um, this is not a book 5A. It may have been an overlap in. It does have double heat sinks, but other than that, it's and pulse lasers. I forgot about the pulse lasers, but it's mainly an SRM boat, so it's not a stock Marauder by any means, by any stretch. We'll have Alone move up into the woods. We'll have Nairn move up into the woods. Ooh, Quick Draw is in a position to get back shots on this Panther. Wait, such was. Let's see, did he jump? He walked, so he has no target movement modifier. We're gonna have back shots on that Panther all day long. And then the Marauder 5A modified with Tentacle Shogun at the helm, not Scarponi. I need to try and remember that. Might be able to get shots on the Scimitar. Behemoth loses elevation. I wonder where it is. Is it gonna crash? Are we gonna be able to salvage a dropship because I forgot to land it on the ground during the setup? Long Tom lands 5 damage on the Locust's right leg and 5 damage on our Warhammer's left torso. So, sorry about that. Let's see. Did I forget to tell the captain to turn the engines on? Yeah, that's basically what happened. I forgot to. I added the dropship during the pregame briefing, but I forgot to set it up correctly. So it is in the air somewhere that we don't know where. Let's see, this Panther needs 8s and 11s. We need 9s. But if he lands his shots, he's gonna mess us up a lot worse than we're gonna mess him up. Except we've got a quick draw that we can join in on our side. We'll skip the large laser and just land everything else that we can on 5s. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and fire the large laser in place of one of the mediums. And end up at 2 heat. Hopefully we'll wreck this Panther real quick. We've got 11s. 11s all around and an 8 on the Scimitar. Hopefully we can immobilize it real quick. And then we've got 9s, or what else have we got? Oh, there's the behemoth. Extreme range. Okay, so that is actually still up in the air. That is really interesting. We can take shots at it. It has an altitude still of 3. Yeah, it's gonna crash here shortly. That's unfortunate. That was not my intention. But we'll go ahead and take a couple 9s on the scimitar and a couple of 11s as well, because why not? Got 9s, and we've got 6s on the galleon. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish take care of this galleon real quick. Oh, not the flame. Do we go to 5 heat? I think we can go to 5 heat against the galleon. Well, it'll be fun to watch the dropship crash, but I got a jet for a bit. Next work's meeting is going to start soon. Okay, well, I'm sorry you've got a jet. I wish you could stay and hang out, but understand real life comes first. It will be up on YouTube shortly, later tonight. I think I may have just remembered that I forgot to put that Master of Orion video up. I need to double check that. Episode 2 on Master of Orion could be a while in the making. Actually, might be able to put that up on Saturday. I might be able to do episode 2 for Master of Orion on Saturday. We'll have to see. Man, I'm just not with it. I'm not together today. Alright, so going into round 2 firing phase, the Wasp lands a medium laser on the Panther's right arm, which is right where we wanted it. The Scimitar at the Marauder, missing on 9s and 11s, glancing an SRM off the right arm. Galleon missing the Marauder, the quick draw at the Panther, landing a large laser to the center torso rear, but not getting the crit. Medium lasers to the left torso rear, critting on a heat sink. SRMs to the right torso rear, center torso rear, and right leg. So not the kill I was hoping for, but he's definitely hurting. Locust at the Marauder, glancing off the center torso, getting a solid hit to the right torso, and then a small laser to the left leg. The Orion on the Scimitar, landing a cluster, or all 10 clusters, mostly to the left side, immobilizing it, and then destroying it with a fuel explosion. So now we see the power of the LBX autocannon. Warhammer on the Scimitar, which is already dead, landing a PBC to the turret, stripping it of armor. Panther at the Marauder, missing on a 12. Marauder at the Galleon, landing medium pulse laser to the left side, down to 7 armor there, down to 1 armor there. And then 6 SRMs, mostly to the front and turret, looks like entirely to the front and turret. Panther falls down, takes 4 to the left arm. Fails to avoid damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 6. Locust kicks the Warhammer, trying to knock him down, kicks him in the arm, but does not knock him down. Quick draws at 2 heat. Marauder, that's Pinnacle Shogun's Marauder, is at 5 heat. Hello, Nelly. Don't you dare sit on the keyboard. Okay, you can hop down. That's fine. We've won initiative going into round 3. We're at 98.6% of our remaining forces. They're at 87.2. The dropship is still at 100, at least until it crashes. We've got artillery landing in 1 turn. Got a cat tearing up my couch, which is less than chill. And we'll go ahead and have the Wasp jump far enough to be super evasive. still got 2 Panthers up here and 1 up here. We've got a Wasp, and the Behemoth is at still altitude 3. I suspect that'll change after its movement. Let's see, Scarponi. Well, Scarponi can start skirting around this sinkhole in the middle and coming after these Panthers. I'm thinking if we follow this line, it'd be pretty much a straight shot. The Galleon has decided it wants to come out and play, so we can meet him with an Orion. The Locust has decided it wants to get up on the Orion's back, so we've got some pulse lasers for him. Quick draw, can go ahead and get more back shots on the Panther at a run. Behemoth loses elevation, Panther needs a 7 to get up, gets a 9. Thumper lands on the Panther to the right torso for 10. Oh, 2 different Panthers to the right torso for both of them. They're both down to 5 armor on the right torso. And then the Long Tom lands on, let's see, that's 81 and 83 just took 5 to the right torso each. And then 83 takes another 25 to the left torso, left leg, center torso, right arm, right leg. And then 81 takes 15 to the left arm and left leg, down to 0 arm on that arm, down to 7 on the leg. Orion on the Galleon, on 6s and 5s, and an 8 with the the small laser. And then we should have a target with the LRMs on a 10. On a 12. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take the 10 because it doesn't cost us anything but ammo. Since we're already running a little hot, we'll keep the large laser out of action this round. We'll drop down to 0 heat. Scarponi on Panther number 81 on a 13 or 83 on a 12. Or we've got the Behemoth on 10s. Or we've got the Galleon on 7s. Yeah, let's go ahead and mess up this Galleon real quick, just because it's the easier shot. And then next round we'll be closer to those Panthers, so we'll have better shots on them. We've got medium pulse lasers needing 3s on this Locust. Those are mostly not going to glance. Oh, not the Flamer. Not at this range. We'll go ahead and take a cooldown turn with him. We've got 9s with the Wasp. The Panther landing as PPC on our Wasp's right torso. That's not good. Not quite destroying the right torso, leaving our laser intact, but just barely. The Orion at the Galleon landing 2 medium lasers to the front and destroying it. Ouch is right. Yeah, Wasps cannot stand PPC fire for very long. That's why I don't like 20-ton mechs. The Galleon missing the Orion with his medium laser. The Locust missing with his first medium laser, but landing a second one, glancing off the center torso down to 30 armor there. The quick draw into the back of the Panther, landing medium lasers to the right torso rear, the left arm, the right leg. SRMs to the left arm, center torso rear, and right torso rear, but not getting any crits. 4 chances to get a crit. Should have gotten at least 1, mathematically speaking, but didn't get any. Panther number 83 landing a PPC on the Marauder's left torso with a glancing blow, down to 20 armor there. Let's see, the Galleon. Galleon's already dead, so we can skip the Warhammer's fire. The Marauder on the Locust landing medium pulse lasers to the center torso, right leg destroyed, left arm, left torso down to 0 armor. Crit on the medium laser. So He's been legged and partially disarmed. Panther number 80 at the Marauder missing on a 12, and the Wasp missing on 9s. Locust falls down, takes 2 to the left torso, needs an 11 to avoid damage, and gets a 12. So that was a heck of a seatbelt check. Panther number 87, who took 20 plus damage, needs an 8 to stay standing, gets a 6, takes 4 to the left leg, needs an 8 to avoid damage, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 10. And now we can, since he fell on his back, he kind of fell in a twisting motion. So now he is facing towards us. But we can still kick him on a 2. We kicked him in the right leg, critting on his lower leg and his hip, leaving him with 1 structure remaining in that leg. And making it much, much more difficult, the tune of 4 points more difficult to get back up. All of our people are pretty chill, 1 heat or less. Panther number 87 is at 6 heat, everyone else is at 2 or less. We've won initiative again, but only due to our bonus. We're at 97.8, they're down to 65.5%. So yeah, this is a bit of a turkey shoot. The Locust has chosen not to eject, even though he's missing. Oh, he's going to be the target of so much artillery. Let's see. Wasp needs to get the heck out of there. Let's see. Warhammer, as is the plan, was going to come up here. Orion can kind of do the same thing. That Locust is going to take so much artillery fire, he's not going to survive. So I feel like we can kind of ignore him at this point. Although, I will make a note. Tentacle Shogun got the Locust, because he got the leg. So it might as well be a kill when you're dealing with a Locust. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and get away from that incoming artillery. Come in behind this Panther and shoot him up some more. Locust falls on his left torso, critting on his gyro, needs a 12 to avoid damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious. And then Panther number 81 does successfully get up. Behemoth loses another point of elevation. Thumpers and Long Toms not doing a whole lot except turning jungle into rough terrain. Alright, starting with the PPCs, we've got 11s, we've got 12s. Let me see how that calculates. 4 for gunnery, 5, 6 for running, 7, 8 for target jumping, 9, 10 for range, 11 for... Man, I was hoping for better odds with those PPCs. We've got a 12 with the LRM, and I guess an 11 with the LBX. They're both gonna miss, but we might as well take a shot. Quick draw on the back of the Panther. We'll go ahead and build up a couple points of heat, but nothing too serious. $15s, that's not gonna happen. However, we've got 6s on this Locust since we're here. 6s and 6s. And we'll take a couple 12s with the Wasp. Alright, the Panther at the Wasp, missing on an 11. The Locust at the Marauder, missing on 8s and 12s. The Warhammer on the Panther, missing on 11s. The Panther on the Warhammer, missing on a 12. The Orion on the Panther, missing on 12s and 11s. The Panther on the Marauder, missing on an 11. Quick draw at the Panther. Large laser to the right, torso rear, destroying it and blowing off that PPC arm. Transferring into the center torso rear, and then medium laser to the center torso rear, following that up and destroying the Panther. So that is one less threat on the board. Panther missing on 10, Marauder at the Locust, glancing off the right torso, down to 3 armor, solid hit to the right torso, and then looks like 5 SRMs to the right arm, left leg, right torso destroyed, center torso down to 0 armor, and then the Wasp missing on 12s. Everyone's at 0 heat except for the Quick Draw is at 2, the Wasp is at 2, the Locust is at 6. We've won initiative again. We're still up almost 98%. They're down to 53%. 53% of nothing is basically nothing. Oh, that Locust pilot is about to get bombarded. That's not going to be pretty. I want to jump there, and then next turn we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and turn is 8. Yeah, we're gonna set up for next turn. We'll go ahead and move to there. There's no way we can get within 4 hexes is actually not bad for the pulse lasers, so we'll go ahead and move there. Alright, Locust destroyed by ejection, finally. Long Tom turns a jungle into a rough hex. I guess that was up here. Oh, the Behemoth is finally moving. He's at an altitude of 2 now with a velocity of 0. Can we hit him with the Quick Draw, perhaps? On an 8. 8s and 10s? Oof, maybe not up to 7. We'll go up to 4. So we've got, looks like 9s and an 8 on the Wasp. Actually, I should do Shogun first. Now let's go ahead and scrap that move for the time being. We'll fire some pulse lasers first, because those are more likely to penetrate. Then we'll have the Orion follow up with the LBX. Skip the small laser. Do we have any targets with the LRMs? Doesn't look like. Let's see. Scarponi either has that Panther on 9s with the PPCs, or this Panther on 10s with the medium lasers. I'm thinking the medium lasers. It's less likely to hit with each one, but each one has a better hit to damage ratio. And there's more of them. Alright, quick draw. Lands a large laser on the behemoth's left side, down to 42 armor there. And potentially getting a critical hit. The Panther landing an SRM on the Marauder's right leg. Marauder at the Wasp landing medium pulse lasers to the right arm and right leg, critting on his foot and jump jet. So there's a good chance he's going down this turn. The Wasp missing the Orion at the Wasp, landing medium lasers to the left leg and destroying it. That Wasp is definitely going down this turn. And LBX hits with 8 pellets to the left arm, left torso, right torso, left leg, left torso, center torso, right arm, right torso, left arm. So other than destroying his right arm, nothing too critical there, although now with his right arm destroyed, he is down to just his SRMs. Let's see, the Panther missing on 9s and 12s. The Warhammer at the Panther, landing a hit to the left torso, down to 0 armor there. Panther at the PPC missing on a 12. Wasp goes down, takes 2 to the left torso, down to 1 armor there. Needs a 14 to avoid damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious. Behemoth crashes. Takes 180 points of damage to the aft. Docking collar hit, structural integrity collapse. Yeah, it just flat out crashed. There's, yeah, that's unfortunate. Oof, it made a heck of a splash too. Did it seriously create depth 1 water? It created depth 1 water where it landed. Yeah. I did not realize a crashing dropship would alter the landscape. I'm glad I was not under it. Maybe he was trying to kamikaze us. Either way, we're not going to be able to salvage that, I don't think. Get fricked, dragons. I mean, I guess that is our objective completed, so there's not much point in continuing on. Unless we want to try to salvage one of these Panthers. Which, honestly, I wouldn't mind. Panthers are good mechs. For a light. Wasp ejects. That was the Orion who got that Wasp, right? With the medium lasers to the leg. Also, given it's a behemoth, no wonder it altered the landscape, especially considering it just stopped existing. Yeah, 180 points of damage to the aft. That'll do it. 11-11. We'll fire a 12 and an 11, and I guess an 8. Gone, reduced to atoms. We've got an 11 there, we'll take that shot. Got 9s, which means these are going to be 6s, and we'll just all of the lasers. Oh man, I love small lasers at a range of 1 hex. That is what they were made for. That's what they're good at. One, 2, 3, 4. Do we want the SRMs or do we want the pulse lasers? I'm thinking the SRMs, honestly. There we go, that puts us at 4 heat, which is acceptable. Orion landing a medium laser to the Panther's left arm, down to one structure there. The quick draw missing the Panther. The Panther landing a PPC on the Marauder's left arm, down to 12 armor there. Warhammer at the Panther, number 81. Medium lasers to the right arm, left torso, head. Right leg, left arm destroyed, transferring into the left torso. Small lasers to the left torso, right arm, center torso, and left torso. And left torso finally. The same small laser that destroyed the left torso managed to get a crit on the ammo in the left torso, which causes that Panther to go nuclear. Panther landing a PPC glancing off the right arm, and 2 SRMs to the left and right arms. That was number 81 destroyed by ammo, and 80 taking a slew of SRMs. Kind of all over. Hit, I see a head hit. I see the right torso down to 4. I see the left arm down to 4. Nothing else outstanding. And the Panther landing a PPC solid blow to the left leg, down to 13 armor there. Marauder needs a 5 to stay standing, gets a 9. Panther needs a 7 to stay standing, also gets a 9. Panthers are down to 5 and are up to 5 and 9 heat. Marauder is at 4. Everyone else is running pretty chill. And we have finally lost the initiative going into round 7. We'll have the quick draw advance to here. We'll have the Wasp hop back over here. His main priority is staying safe. Oh, looks like someone else ejected. Tentacle Shogun. Yeah, we'll potentially turn our back. These slumpers aren't landing until next turn. This one is landing this turn, so we need to be away from there. Oh, he does not know what he's in for. Lightwoods? That's a Lightwoods, or Light Jungle, excuse me. And that's going to be a PSR to back up on a 5. I don't know about that. That's long time and 0 turns. I don't want to be near that either. Can we back up into this hex? Yes, we can. Alright, the Thumper misses. The other Thumper lands on Panther number 83, hitting for 15 to the left leg, center torso, and head, forcing the first consciousness check on that Panther. Orion on this Panther needing, that's going to be what? 12s and 11s and a 9. And we've got 7s on this Panther. Might as well just fire all of that stuff. Actually, I think this is going to be the last round of the battle. Since we can declare victory, we'll just go ahead and overheat for now. We've got 9 and some 8s. And Shogun on 8s at this Panther. Yeah, we'll take those shots. Putting us at 2 heat. The Wasp is doing nothing, of course. The Orion missing on 12s and 11s and 9s. Quick draw at the Panther. Lands a medium laser to the right leg and the left torso, down to 1 armor there. Warhammer at Panther number 83 lands a medium laser to the left torso, medium lasers to the right arm and center torso. Marauder lands a pulse laser on the Panther's left torso, center torso, Panthers both missing on 9s and 12s. Panther number 80 falls down, takes 4 to the right arm, needs a 7 to avoid damage. And at this point, yeah, let's just go ahead and call it here. Victory, not Victory. There's going to be less salvage since we didn't get all those Panthers, but we'll go ahead and save what we've got. Yeah, we controlled the battlefield, we could say. Marauder took some armor damage, nothing major. Not surprising, because we did outmass them by like 2 to 1. 2 Panthers escaped, one is salvage. Behemoth is still worth 151 million C-bills. We'll go ahead and pick up another inoperable locust. Oof. You know, Behemoth is underwater, and honestly, it seems unfair to give ourselves 150 million C-bills worth of salvage just because the Behemoth crashed instead of being like legitimately destroyed. So we're gonna say it escaped, just to keep things kind of fair and balanced, because otherwise we'd be looking at a huge payout in terms of cash monies at the end of this contract. We did capture one of the crew members of the Behemoth, 2, 3 members of the Behemoth, 4, 5, 6 members of the Behemoth, and the Panther pilot. That works for me. Let's see. Locust goes to Tentacle Shogun. Wasp goes to Orion. Nairn Limerick. So let's see. Nairn Limerick got 1 mech and 2 tanks. Zero Chew got 1 mech. Tentacle Shogun and Scarponi each got 1 mech. Reserve 50%. We did succeed at that. Force withdrawal. Throw a cripple. Yes, we did. Sort of. And again, we'll go ahead and just change this. Not that I know if, for sure if it makes a difference, but yeah, that was a victorious mission there. Why not get a huge payout? Because 150 million C-bills is almost enough to buy our own dropship, and it just doesn't seem fair considering that that one literally fell out of the sky. There was nothing left to salvage. That's the official ruling. You tossed it into the sky and it fell out. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Status. Field workshop. We'll go ahead and change that to transport bay. I feel like I'm giving myself enough freebies that I don't need a free salvaged dropship. Where were we? Oh yeah. Prisoner, willing to defect, Sam Manley. Go ahead and assign him there. Panther is salvage. Locust. Do we want this one for parts, or do we want to try to fix it up? I kind of think we just want it for parts. It's not worth that much. Also, we have no right torsos for it. We'll go ahead and they're 5,000 C-bills each. We'll order 4 of those. I never want a locust, I don't think. Yeah, let's go ahead and swap that over to salvage. Yeah, locusts are pretty worthless in campaign setting. In a one-off match, it's not a big deal, but trying to keep one alive from one mission to the next. Unless there's someone in the lance I want to get rid of. How about 100 Savannah Masters? Then I have 100 Savannah Masters. If we could get a hold of 100 Savannah Masters, I would consider putting together a lance. But they don't come up that often. Couple lasers. We'll have, I guess, Kazuko do those. Not surprising. Kazuko. Kazuko. On 8. A 5. You know what? That's fine. It's whatever. I think 8 stuff. Oh, Era. Oh well. Pranabala is back in action. Hold off on that though. Green techs are not good for much besides reloading armor or ammo in my opinion. Alright, so that's it for the Locust. The Panther is scrap. Not much we can do about that. Green techs, I guess they can salvage heat sinks okay, but that's really about it. Go ahead and put the gyro at ×4. Put the actuators at, I guess, ×2. Because we're going to have regulars working on those. If we've got any regulars left. Yeah, it looks like we do have some regulars that can do this. It's as much for XP as anything else, I guess, at this point. Not like we need a bunch of 35-ton actuators. Although a spare cockpit could come in handy. We'll have Penny work on that for 4. Chris does not actually need to spend that long on this gyro. That'll be a day and change. Lonnie can get the SRM4. Denise can start on this ammo bin, and I guess Biknock or Tamalika can do this heat sink real quick. And yeah, everything else should just be replacing armor and ammo. I did this in the wrong order. I should have started with the Armex and then moved on to the salvage, but you live and you learn, I guess. Paula, another 45 minutes, 70 minutes. Veronica? Sure. Alright, so that's being worked on. Yeah, that's being worked on. Go ahead and get started on some of these, I guess. No reason to pull the life support and the sensors out of the head because, yeah, for some reason, life support and sensors go into a head, and you can remove the head with the life support and sensors and then install it without ever removing those. The cockpit, not so much, but the head, yes. That'll just be a loaded head. Alright, yeah, I know the Locust is unmaintained. Big deal. A bunch of salvaged successes. Cockpit's going to be another day or two. Some actuators are going to be a little more longer. A bunch of successes. Hand actuator on the Panther got a 3, needed a 4. So that's going to be another day or so. The Atlas is going to be ready in 39-90 minutes. And all of those right torsos will be delivered shortly. And Giovanna gains some XP for that. Not enough to do anything with, but you know, better than nothing. No, not what I meant to do. Not at all what I meant to do. Automatic success and bad hip and shoulder exempted. We're going to go ×4 on those. The hand actuator, let's see if Ogiko can do that real quick. Get the leg off on a 4. I'll try to get the leg off on a 4. And everything else is waiting for actuators, right arm and left arm. The right leg is going to stay attached until we sell it. The left torso is going to wait for that right arm, or the left arm, come off. Left torso will have, oof. It's going to be a couple-day job if we can even pull that off. And then, do we have... Okay, so we've got a gyro here. Needs fixing. Have Chris knock that out on a 7, hopefully. Work on that one next. LRM 20. We'll see if Doodles. Yeah, Doodles can work on that on a 2, no big deal. Left arm 20-ton on a 6, that'll be done tomorrow. SRM 4. Rimke can do that. 200 ICE. Go ahead and knock that out. Still won't let us do that. Yeah, for some reason actuators are harder to repair than they are to remove or install. Regulars, full time left, yes. Five, and on a 5. Alright, so now everything except that gyro is scheduled. And it's already Thursday again. Wow. April 8th. This mission lasts until June 26th. And hopefully we can get through another week without another mission popping up. Failed to get the upper arm salvaged off the Panther. Did get the cockpit out of it. Everything else seems to be going pretty well. Let's go ahead and salvage this head on a 4. Arm actuator, 4. Right arm, automatic success. The left arm is waiting for the actuator to come off, and the left torso is waiting for the arm to come off. The right leg is going to stay there. We're going to sell it as is. Left torso is going to be a little while longer. The gyro is not yet scheduled. This one's still being worked on. Fusion engine, you can have Fred Modry do that real quick. Everything else has been scheduled. Moving on to Saturday. Chris failed to fix the gyro. Well, that's a shame. We can have her try again, I guess. Or do the bigger one first. That's why not. Panther needs the left arm removed. Needs the left torso removed. We'll have Penny do that on a 5 or better. This locust is ready to sell for a whopping 3,000 C-bills. Moving on to Sunday. We got the left torso off the Panther. The gyro is going to be another day. The Alice is nearing completion. Alright, Panther is ready to be sold for even less than the locust. Alright, that's it for the repair bay. Left arm, extra time times 4. Yeah, it is. We can have Fred Modry work on that real quick. Left torso is going to need some time. We'll have Susan do that. The gyro is waiting for Chris. Moving on to Monday. Wait, what is still unmaintained? Well, I sold everything that wasn't. Oh, the Awesome has arrived. Oof. I wonder how long I've left that go unmaintained. But in the meantime, we're just going to go ahead and put that into mothballs. Have Zulfikar bin Amr do that. Alright. I see a literal museum piece in that hangar. There's more than one, honestly. And there's also some really high-tech stuff in this hangar. But yeah, the Mackie is being refitted for some new tech. Let's see, the Emperor was originally primitive. We've got Stalker 4P, which is unusual in that it's a 75-ton Stalker. What else have we got? Got a couple of civilian mechs as well. The Jabberwocky and the Dig King. We do have also a Stinger LAM. So, yeah. We can mothball this guy. And we should be able to mothball this guy as well. But yeah, our hangar is large and eclectic. How do LAMs work in MegaMek anyways? That's a really good question. It's a really good question for someone else because I don't know. I understand that at some point they changed the rules for LAMs to where they now follow the rules for wing and ground effect vehicles, which is after I kept up with the books. Wing and ground effect is something that I have no experience with whatsoever. On tabletop or PC. But it takes, I think, a full turn to convert from one form to either of the other forms, during which time I know they suffer significant penalties to movement and firing. But beyond that, I really couldn't tell you. I like having them around, but more for the novelty of it than anything else. What else have we got in the hangar that we can put in mothballs or need to otherwise deal with? Looks like nothing, although... go to details, or no, it's status. Okay, so yeah, we need 9 plus 12, so we need 21 more infantry guys. Sign person, do we not have any captured infantry? We do have some captured soldiers. Mostly greens. Mostly not willing to well, about half of them are willing to defect. What are the XTRO 1945 units in MegaMek? That's, I believe, experimental technical readout. And it's basically in-game, in-universe rules for real-world World War II tanks, is my understanding. That's a book that they released just for kicks, is my understanding. It's not intended for actual use in the game. But are the XTRO 1945 units in MegaMek? That's a really good question. I don't know. They're all probably extinct at this point in the timeline, so I don't think I could purchase them. But if you had... what is it? Supplies and acquisitions, I think? Or no. Tech limits. Yeah, if you uncheck this, or this... I believe it would let you purchase them if they were in the game, but I'm not sure if they've been coded in or not. So sorry if I'm short on answers for you, but I'm old school. It's been a long time since I've. Would be funny if you can field them now. Yeah, it really would. Because they don't even have autocannons; they just have cannons. Which are not quite the same thing. Okay, so we've got no battles this week. We got nothing in the repair bay. Only this one damaged gyro that Chris can start working on. 7. That's going to be a couple days. Atlas is going to be another, looks like, 4 days. Fixed that gyro. Alright, Atlas in 3 days. Atlas in 2 days. Going on to Friday, Atlas in 1 day. Banshee, our quality remains C, but I see a lot of green. I like that. I like seeing a lot of green. Alright, Atlas Mark III is complete. And that should be the exact same as... I don't know why it's worth less. Battle value is the same. Maybe it's because of the quality. MegaMek Cdn servers are unexpectedly slow. What are Cdn servers? I'm not familiar. Content delivery network. and short download servers. Okay. So like where you get the map packs and everything from the website? Or the mirrors or whatever? Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Name. Tonnage. Type. Okay, so we've got Atlas Mark III being mothballed. What else can we refit? Or should we refit? Docks Ride. We can go ahead and pull this one out of mothballs and start working on making a backup for Hoser's Ride just in case. Customize. Choose refit kit. Oh, right. Let's get refit. Salmon can start on that. Okay, so we're about to have a backup ride for Hoser, just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong. Grasshopper could stand to have some double heat sinks installed. What's the difference between a 5H and a 5N? Oh, a PBC. We could do a grasshopper with a hatchet. And I hear, shouldn't the Mackie be extinct given there's only one operation unit in 3042? I don't know. I know it's a museum piece, but I thought that they were fairly common during the early days of the Star League, or before the Star League. There were hundreds of them out there, weren't there? Hang on, I got cat problems to deal with again. Ow. Oh, silly. Well, are you coming or not? Hey, get out there then. One of them and the last known operative in 3042 was in the Covington Mech Museum on Atreus. Well, I had not heard that before, so I guess, yes, it does make sense that this is the last surviving Mackie. We've done horrible things to it. It is far from stock. Actually, no, it's 7A. I think this might actually be an original, like a canon variant. I would like to put double heat sinks on it. I mean, we could sell it for a cool 7 million. That said, it is 8:30. I know I started late, and I know I said that I would consider running late, later than, more than 2 hours. I wonder if Varenk is still around, or if he's zoned out, or had to go somewhere. Because he's the one I was talking to mainly when I told him that I would be willing to go an extra half hour tonight. He's not still around, I might call it, but I assume he's still here, just being quiet. We're down to 4 people in the infirmary, all of whom either have broken limbs or severe internal bleeding. And all 4 of whom actually are willing to defect in exchange for this expert medical service that they're being given. Horrible sacrilegious stuff, utterly heretical. You're talking about the Mackie? Yeah. What can we do to this Mackie? It's not in lock. Oh, it's being refitted. Oh, it's in the process of being refitted. I didn't realize it was a different color because it was highlighted. But yeah, the Mackie is going to be, it's getting double heat sinks right now. And it'll be ready in a while. So yeah, we're mothballing the Atlas that just finished being refitted. The Grasshopper was what we were working on. Customize in MechLab. Let's go standard. Let's go double. We can save 7 tons and still be running really cool. What can we add for 7 tons? Maybe another large laser. How about we drop the LRM-5? Because that's really not a good use of 3 tons, and it's ammo that we don't really need. Let's go ahead and look at energy weapons primarily. So we've got 10 tons. How about can we add a couple large lasers? I mean, that I mean, it kind of resembles a flashman at this point. Hmm. It very much resembles a flashman at this point. 4 medium lasers and 3 larges. I haven't downloaded, that's Java. Version 11, apparently. I think is the most updated one. Yeah. You do need the most up-to-date Java available in order to run the latest release of MegaMek and MekHQ. So what do we think of this build for the Grasshopper? It's got it's a 464, which is fairly mobile. I kind of want to turn it into more of a medium laser boat, but 3 larges is not bad. 4 mediums. It would have to keep one of the large lasers silent at close range, just to keep from overheating too badly. But that's still 2 larges and 4 mediums consistently, as long as it doesn't jump. Yeah, I like it. We can go ahead and call that the 5H Mark II, because why not? I don't have a better name for it, at any rate. What do we have? What do we have that's got full time? Not George Valdez. Gonna have him out of action for quite some time. But he's just a regular, so it should be fine. Oh, double heat sinks have been added to the procurement list. How many of those have we got? Not enough, apparently. B, C, E, D. Okay, so parts double heat sink. Buy in bulk. We'll do 100 of those because they're not too expensive. Okay, there it goes. 114 of those now. That's gonna keep our uh, administrator's busy for quite some time. Saturday going into Sunday. Oh, double heat sinks are not currently available. All right, well. Maintenance on the Marauder 5A. I see mostly green. I see 1D, but only because he rolled a 2. Shoyab, I assume it's a he. Mackie, Guillotine, Atlas, okay, all that. Double heat sinks. Awesome refit kit is not available until we finish this contract. Okay, well. Is there any way to... No, there's no way to rearrange that. Well, that's lame. Alright, moving on to, I guess, Monday. Personnel market updated. We've got a veteran soldier with mechanized wheeled SRM platoon. Not. Oh, hold on. Mechanized wheeled SRM platoon. Mechanized wheeled. We don't have any SRM troops. Yeah, let's go ahead and hire them. Ungroup by unit. Sort by unit. Not field gunners, those were mechanized, so it's going to be in the M's. Mechanized wheeled. There we go. Elite becomes a sergeant, everyone else becomes a private. No, not corporals. Well, this is troublesome. The Java website is only offering downloads for the latest JRE8. There should be a link on the MegaMek website. You have to go to the instructions, if I recall. There should be somewhere where it says click here for instructions on how to download the latest Java, and there should be a link in the instructions for how to get the Java that you need, if I recall correctly. It's been a while, so I may be mistaken. We will go ahead and add mechanized wheel platoon. All right. And at some point, probably next time we get any infantry, I will split this into 2 units. So that was the personnel market. We dealt with that. Ash's Archer quality is improving. That's what I like to see. Mackie in an even 36,000 minutes. So that's what, 3/4 of 100. So 75 days left on that. Guillotine in 6,000 minutes. So that's around about 13 days, I think. Yeah. Do we have any new missions coming up? We do. We have a Recon mission coming up in 2 days. That is for our artillery vehicles. Can we? Make non-combat? This should be non-combat. Non-combat tank unit. Combat tank unit. Non-combat infantry unit. Mech unit. Non-combat. I don't know why it keeps sending our non-combat units into action, but we are not sending our artillery vehicles and a Locust up against even 4 mechs. That's just not going to happen. Not when one of them is a Crusader at any rate. No, we're not. I think I'm going to save that for next week, maybe. It is already getting pretty late. I'm running a bit over time, and I want to have this finished being uploaded to YouTube before Gemini gets home, and that's going to take about an hour. So I think we'll advance the next couple of days, and then we're going to call it for the night. Maintenance on the APC, going well. Mackie, Guillotine, parts rating unavailable. One more day. Recon is today, deploy a force. Maintenance on the Rifleman 4N. I see a couple of green, no red, that's nice. Got it running. Hey, that's outstanding. I'm glad you were able to get that up and running. I hope I was able to help. But this is where I'm going to go ahead and save our game and call it for the night. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe. Link to the Discord is in my Twitch bio. Link to the Twitch bio is in my YouTube. Oh, Frank, you are still here. I wasn't sure. Yes, see you next week. Hopefully at the correct time. And again, my apologies for starting late. I hope you enjoyed the extra 15 or so minutes that I was able to provide, but I do want to get this up on YouTube before Gemini gets home. I'm a little distracted, but listening. All right, well, I will catch you guys on Discord. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful time. Good day, good night, good weekend, whatever it is you're having. I hope it's a good one. And we'll catch you next week.